Hey, what's up guys? Team Hard Life Captain Alberto Zertuche here. Alright, so today I've got two 16 knots, old school pins right here that they want me to go ahead and fill up. Now before I spool any of these older type reels, there's a few things I check for, and I'm going to go ahead and share what I'm looking at with you, so that way when you're wanting to buy into gear or something like that, these are the few things you can look at that can, one, protect your investment, and two, protect your investment, because whether you can use it or you can't use it after the purchase is also going to be on you, because once they sell it, more than likely you're not going to get your money back on it. Unless it's something like this, then it could actually be passed on, because everybody's trying to collect these 16 knots for, you know, just an old school shark fishing thing, thanks to the movie Jaws right there. So, alright guys, let me show you what I'm looking at. Now, he's got a secondary reel over here, and this one you can see it's been used and so forth, and the first thing I already see off the bat is the spool is warped already, and you can tell because now as it comes up under here, it's already embedded on the back side of the side plate right there, and even on this side. So for a reel like this, I won't even offer to spool it, because the monofilament, once he stacks it on there, will literally lock the spool up and it won't be able to move unless you get all that off of there. If y'all have ever seen the there's a YouTube video that a guy's throwing rubber bands on a watermelon. Well, this is the watermelon, and you're adding more rubber band, and it's eventually going to push out the side spool like that and lock it up. So for me to try to take his money to spool it up, I'm not going to do. I mean, granted, it's costing me money, but at the same time too, he's not going to be a happy customer when he goes out there and can't fish with it. So that's one of the things you'll have to look at. So at that point, this reel is already telling you you're going to have to replace the spool on it before you can use it. Now, going to the side plates, the same thing. I don't see any of them cracked on this one, which is actually good. Same thing on the inner one, I don't see anything. The reel seat looks good. It's not all beat up and corroded. Even his bolts there are nice. Same thing here. I mean, it's been used, but on that I don't see no cracked side plates on it. And the good thing about this is I know they're still making the 14-aught, so the side plates or these metal side bands are actually replaceable, so he can replace those with no worries on it. Feels like, yeah, it has been dropped. The handle right here, you can see where it's offset right there. Yep. So he might want to replace that, or if he's okay with using it like that. That sounds a lot quieter than this one over here. It looks like his clicker is a bit worn. Yeah, you might want to replace his clicker as well. See the drag, lock down. Drag seems good on it. A lot more. The drag is already worn on this one. It'll still hold the fish, but as you can tell, it took me almost 2 whole rotations to get it to actually lock down, which means they had the start drag engaged, which compressed the drag washer. So now it takes all of that to get it to actually do anything over here, because even at that many turns, it didn't want to do anything. So yeah. That, and from there, like I said, just doing those simple function checks right there will give you an idea of whether the reel is usable or not. And if it's not, on a couple of things like the clicker, you can hear it, but it's barely. Once you fill up the reel, you're really not going to hear it. So that may be something to look at, but this spool is the main one that you want to look at. If it's looking like that, then you definitely don't want to be spooling more mono on it. Now, he can go with straight braid through this whole reel and still be able to use it, no worries. But I would highly recommend him check out that drag plate to see if it may need replacing and so forth. Alright guys, that's a quick down and dirty on two 16-aught pins. Old school in the house. Gotta love it. It's pretty nice. And actually this one, I still wouldn't use it just because it is such a great condition, man. You could probably turn around and get a lot of money for this reel, bro. Not even kidding.